How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Guys, today I have a very popular question. Extremely popular. I'm going to do my best to answer it with a little bit of DD, okay? So let's take a look at what has been going on so far. The question is how high can AMC go, right? That's the question everyone wants to know. Literally $1 million question, right? Potentially for some people. And now, and we'll get into how high I think it can go, why I think it can go that high, right? But let's take a look and let's do a little recap. See what's been going on with this stock. This stock has been absolutely running lately. As you can see, I mean, $9.40 all the way back down there. Not even that long ago, right? Less than a month ago. We're all the way. We touched $72.62, currently sitting at $68 in the after hours, okay? Crazy movement, crazy, just absolutely insane. On top of all this price action, right? This is natural price action. Maybe a little bit of a gamma squeeze today, but natural price action. The shorts have not covered at all, okay? Just to be crystal clear on that. And we'll go into the numbers and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because we can see, even though it's been running like crazy, they have not covered their positions, which is just insane to me, right? Absolutely insane. And the floor is getting higher every single day that they don't cover. All right, so let's get into it. So as you can see right now, I love looking at the Ortex numbers. We'll get into the actual Ortex right here, but I do want to talk about Ortex, how they've been tweeting, because they do a fantastic job about tweeting all of the information throughout the day. So for example, we can see right here, AMC, whenever it hit 61.72, it talked about currently trade. So before a volatility halt, we'll get into that as well. Currently trading around $58, up 80% on the day. Short sellers stand to lose $1.8 billion today in one day at this price, which that always gets me hyped up. And so you can see, and it talks about the short interest. So the short interest went from 17.97%. Here's another AMC one, to 18.06%. And another one here at 18.11%. Right now in the after hours, it is 18.34%. It is continuing to go up. As you can see here, they borrowed more shares. They returned 5 million and they borrowed almost 10 million. So you can see right here, the borrow change is positive. They continued to borrow more shares at the end of the day. It is unreal how these guys are continuing to borrow the shares. This has only gone up. This hasn't gone down. These guys have not returned shares yet. These guys have not gotten margin call. These guys are not covering. This price action at almost $70 is normal price action, which is just crazy, okay? And again, we haven't even started yet, in my opinion, okay? Based on the numbers as well, so. I did want to talk about something because I thought this was extremely interesting. This is a Webull post. A shout out to the person that posted this, Ninja Vagabond. And then let's talk about this post right here. So to all new apes, I've been trading since 1985. I'm 100% all in on this stock. So if you just bought in, relax. It will go up, it will go down. I am a numbers guy, right? And I do want to double down on this. It will go up and it will go down. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but we have to keep in mind this stock has been looking very good, and we haven't seen anything scary yet. This has just looked all very positive. This was a pretty good retracement right here, but even then, very solid price action that is easy to hold through. So keep that in mind as we continue. Okay, so let's go back over here. I'm a numbers guy. The numbers favor the ape nation. In my opinion, this will be the squeeze of all squeezes, i.e. the mother of all short squeezes. All you have to do is buy and hold. Soon the stock will rise to a point which hedges will have no longer the financial backing. When this happens, they will get margin called. If they can't cover, then they'll get liquidated. That's where the fun begins. A computer will then kickstart buying all available shares to cover. The kicker is it will do so irrespective of the price. Combine that with the third, fourth, and fifth waves of FOMO, because remember, people are still FOMOing in at $70. I had a bunch of people on my stream tonight ask me, Corey, is it too late to get in? Is it too late to get in? I personally don't feel like it's too late to get in. They haven't even started. It hasn't even begun yet. This is all Nothing. The only thing that will prevent new apes from cashing in is patience. Just hold. So just to double down on this, so it just continues going on. So, not financial advice, all that good stuff. But my favorite part is right here. A computer will start the buying, and they'll just, no matter the price, they will buy. All a computer is going to be looking for is where can I sell this share? Who wants to buy this share? Who wants to buy this share? How much will you take? And that is going to drive, I firmly believe that is going to drive the price up. And this is where it comes to, people say, oh, is it even possible? Like is 100,000 even possible? Is 1,000 even possible? 10,000 even possible? Look, it is whatever you want to sell at, because this computer doesn't care. I guarantee you that whenever the DTC and SEC, whenever they get a hold of Citadel's shares, they don't care what they sell it at. They're going to liquidate Citadel's other positions, and they're going to force them to cover at any price. Citadel's not going to have a choice. They're going to say, no, I don't want to pay $100,000 for that. Are you crazy? They're going to say, look, you had your opportunity to sell a long time ago. It is in our hands now. We are managing your assets, and we're going to liquidate this before we're stuck bag holding. And that is essentially how the conversation is going to go. Frankly, I don't even think there will be a conversation. It's just going to be, all right, time's up, our turn. And they're like, oh, magically, we were able to cover. Well, you guys started covering at $500,000. Well, that's what it took, and that's essentially what it's going to be. It's just going to be no choice. A computer just doing it, and whenever it's done, it's done. Something I saw very interesting. Now, this one I'm a little more skeptical about. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it, but I figure I'll just show it. I don't know if it's accurate, but please let me know if this is not accurate in the comments, and I'll probably pin it or something if you feel like this is truly atrocious. Okay, so let's just follow this really quick. There are supposed to be only 450 million shares, as we know that is the float of AMC currently, approximately. It's a trade in the market. The hedges created, to our best guess, which will be answered when the vote recount happens, approximately 2.5 billion shares, okay? Which is just unreal, right? Unreal. So all of which they have shorted. That is the conservative, and they're saying this is the conservative estimate of the amount of shares that have been shorted. And the possible range of synthetics they created. They are legally obligated to buy back all of those shares to cover their short position. They say that apes own 90 to 95% of the 450 million shares. I'm not sure if they're taking into consideration institutional ownership as well as if they're basing it off this number. I'm not really sure how the 2.5 billion factors into the 90%, 95%, because if you look at the actual numbers, it looks like apes, while they hold the majority for sure, it looks like, I'm not sure if that's including these numbers. So either way, we'll just go ahead and continue, but just keep that in mind. I just want to give you all the facts before I'm just like spewing information that may not be factual. So what does this mean? They have to buy back all 450 million shares, real shares, 5 times to cover their position, right? Because those synthetic shares, they're going to have to basically pay for the synthetic share, not get a share because there's no share to be gotten, and pay for it again and pay for it again. They're going to have to do this, they're saying, a lot of times. And again, just another factor that, and I do believe they are, they're fake shares and everything. And if you look at the DD, look at the numbers, it just kind of makes sense. It kind of factors in. I guess after the share recount, hopefully we'll know something. We're not really sure how the share recount is going to work, if Adam Aaron is going to share that information via tweet or if it's going to be official. For all I know, he's going to go straight to the SEC or whoever it would be and tell them, hey, we have a problem here. What are y'all going to do? And it'll all be done behind the scenes, and we won't know anything until it's all over with, but we'll see the crazy price action. So we'll just have to wait and see how that happens. So I do want to talk about this post also right here because I thought this was very interesting. So today we did hit the 70, which is unreal to think about, but kind of makes sense if you've been doing the DD and you understand what is going on. So today we did hit the $69, $70, but I don't know if this is true. I tried looking at the chart and I kind of see what they're talking about. I'm assuming that this is the $69 price. And so I guess people have their sell limits. So remember right here, you can have your sell limits right here, your ask at $69 right here as a meme or whatever. And, you know, granted, we went up almost 100% on the entire day, but we did hit 100 at one point, and that's where we would have hit that $69. And it looks like it did. The biggest dip of the day was at $69 because people with their meme sell limit. So I would just be very careful, you know, do what you want to do, but keep in mind that, you know, it looks like it may have hurt it on the day, right? Who knows if this would have just kept running? There was a lot of sell orders at $69, and the apes created their own sell pressure at this meme number, potentially, right, is what it's looking like. So just be very, very careful about these sell limits. I don't have any sell limits. I have notifications. This way, I'm not missing any price action. I'm also following, I mean, you can follow anybody, Trey, me, I'm sure Matt Kors kind of is a little more ambiguous with the price action and stuff, like in the numbers. I don't know if he actually really tweets the price numbers, but either way, just follow some people, set some alerts, and you'll be notified about what is going on. This way, you're not missing anything. But either way, just be careful with your sell limits. In stop losses as well. I'd hate for you to have a random dip for no reason. You know, if I could find one, you know, let's, oh goodness, let's zoom in here. If it dipped, you know, from 36 down to 24, now you're out. And then, you know, I don't know if you missed this day or who knows what would happen, or if in the same day it ran up to 72, well, you just sold out at $24 and now we're at 72. And now where are you? You know, if you accidentally got liquidated and you missed it, you missed the notification or whatever happened. Well, now we're at 72 and you're back at 24 and you're out. So keep that in mind. I'd be extremely, extremely careful with it. Okay. Final thing I want to talk about is volatility halts. Today we were halted several times, and even me, who I consider myself seasoned, I've been in since late December, early January, whenever the heck it was, and you know, I got in at $2, so I consider myself seasoned. I didn't sell a single share whenever we hit 25 previously in January. I rode it all the way up and all the way down without selling a single anything. So I consider myself kind of seasoned, right? Now, even with that being said, these halts, they had my heart like a little nervous, right? But just remember, they are normal. It's normal. Circuit breaker halts, you know, volatility halts, whatever it would be. Just keep in mind that it is very normal. Look at the DD, look at the numbers, understand what is going on. This education is literally can make you money in what is happening, right? The education. And at the very least, if it doesn't make you a bunch of money, it'll help you not lose a bunch of money, potentially, right? If you're educated and know what's going on with these numbers, right? And if you're a little stuck, a little confused, you know, reach out to Trey, reach out to me, follow whoever you want, subscribe, whatever you want to do to make sure that you're not missing out on the information, the DD, what is happening. It's so important. In my opinion, for me, it's so important. If you don't care too much, you don't, you know, doesn't matter to you, then hey, it is what it is. You know, thank you for holding or whatever you want to do. So for me, this is why I want to study the numbers. I want to know what's going on. I want to be well informed, because this could be retirement for me, and that's what I would love to do. So yeah, but that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. I know it was a long video, but thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I'm doing my best to cover, you know, AMC, all this DD, these pressing questions that are super hard, right? I guess to answer the question, how high can it go? Realistically, with all this DD that you're seeing, and you're going to hate this answer, it can go as high as the apes want it to. There are every single thing is in the favor of the apes, in my opinion. Every single thing. We've gotten to the hard part, which is the price action, the FOMO buying, right? The apes have held long enough to get to this kind of price action. And I don't think it's going to slow down, because people are going to continue to FOMO in. People are going to continue to buy. As long as the apes hold and this price goes up, which the apes are holding, the price is going up, and it is looking fantastic. Okay, so as long as the apes continue to hold, they don't have these meme, you know, sell limits, then I think it's going to continue to run. And then eventually there's going to be a margin call and it's going to run even crazier. Okay. And we'll see which way it goes. All right. But yes, so that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you did like the content, please consider subscribing. I'm doing my best to cover all of this information, these hard questions and stuff. Excuse me. If you want people to see this video, be sure to like it, share it. That helps the YouTube algorithm, and sharing it, this way people understand, like, hasn't begun. It's not a joke. It's not a meme stock. It's a real stock. It is heavily shorted stock that is going places. You can see right here, it is going places. All right. So thanks so much for taking the time. You guys have a great day. Peace.